The Stanley Cup winning Florida Panthers. I don't even need to ask. Who cares how many points they finished with last year? By the way, it was 98. The BetMGM odds for the Florida Panthers are, again, for the regular season, who cares, right? I'm going to still give them to you. But it's 99.5. That is not spectacular. It's fine. But the Panthers are not built for a regular season team. And what's interesting this year is Barkov is going to miss some of, if not all, the regular season and probably the playoffs too.
And Matthew Tkachuk's going to miss like half of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so that
December is the timeline for Tkachuk.
Yeah. Okay. And he's going to be healthy just in time to get ready for the Olympics.
Maybe a third of it then.
Yeah. And so the 99.5, do you take over or under on the Florida Panthers on that?
Under, because it doesn't matter.
Under because it doesn't matter. Jesse?
What did they get better? They don't have Barkov.
I don't like when we agree, but I'm on the under.
So I'm going to tell you that I'm over on it, and I had the Panthers at 2, ahead of the Senators, and I'm blowing that right off the bat because when I made these rankings in my thing, Barkov wasn't injured yet.
Well, yes,
and I also think the Florida Panthers, at very least, would probably ideally want to have home ice advantage.
I don't think they give a good gosh. They didn't have home ice advantage once.
Yeah,
last year.
I was also hoping for a Brady and Matthew first round, but
that'd be fun.
Yeah, that was also.
You still have time to switch it if you want.
Well, can I?
Yeah, we haven't done the Sens preview.
Okay, fine. Now that Barkov's out, we'll put Sens in 2 and Florida in 3. Fair enough.
You have the Sens in 2?
I have them in 3.
Now you're locking it in.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lock it in.
Lock it in.
I'm not locking it in until the end of this preview.
Oh,
Jesse,
my goodness!
You can't make me. I didn't say anything. You don't know anything. Now let's talk about this. Is what's so hard about doing this is I hear Steve and Jesse's points and I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Bobrovsky,
no, we're talking.
Don't be sucked in. I did that with his Blackhawks pick.
Bobrovsky with a $10 million last year of his deal. 37 years old, and Daniel Tarasov as well. Probably they make a move here to augment eventually, kind of like what they did last year.
They like Tarasov.
They do, eh?
They do. Bill Zito knows him from Columbus.
Okay.
So, I mean, he better be right because you're a Bobrovsky injury away from a goalie with some of the worst stats in the NHL from last season being your starter. So that's tough.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
On defense, Seth Jones, Aaron Ekblad, Gus Forsling, Nico Mikkola, Dmitry Kulikov, Jeff Petrie joining the group from Detroit. This is a group that is basically the same. And they were great, man.
So here's what everyone forgets. They did not have Seth Jones last year. Not for most of it.
Mm-hmm.
They also did not have Brad Marchand last year. Not for most of it. They already missed having Matthew Tkachuk on their team for half a season. So really it's Barkov. Like that's the big difference. So Tkachuk is going to play a similar amount of games, maybe even more. You lose Barkov, but you get a full season of Marchand and full season of Jones. Ekblad is going to make Jones better. Jones is going to make Ekblad better. That's one of the best D-cores in the world. And they showed that last year. It shouldn't even be a hot take. Man, did people have the measure of Seth Jones wrong? Like
I'm one of them. One of them.
Like we've talked about your numbers on a bad team and stuff like that. And he was probably grossly overused. To have a full season, like who even gives a... play Jeff Petrie 4 minutes a night. Like who... You have Jones and Ekblad back there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Jesse, when you look...
You're not even talking about like Gus Forsling. Like,
who's
right?
insane. He's so nasty.
Like you're harping on these two. There's probably the best defenseman.
Might even be the best one.
Out of all 6 of those guys, I don't know. I'm taking Gus.
Is Gus crazy. Also not on the best defensive contract in the entire league?
One of them.
Yeah, 5.75 until 2030.
Like that's ridiculous.
What?
The dude should be in Norris conversations, but because of the Florida Panthers and I think where he plays and the lack of giant points he puts up, you know, he's not the Quinn Hughes of the world where he's light on his feet, moving everything, but he's as good as anybody in the world at playing defense.
So the real most underrated player in the league belongs to a player who is not even mentioned in those conversations. And I think there's a real strong argument for Forsling.
Yeah, because like that was when I was wrong on the Florida Panthers for the last 2 years. Well, I guess the last year before last one, because I was kind of just riding their wave last year. But in the previous years, I'm like, they're missing that big bona fide number one. And I never thought of Forsling in that way, because I don't think anybody does.
Neither did the Hurricanes when they waived him.
Right? And I've completely turned that over, where it's like, nah, he's a number one defenseman and can be a number one defenseman on any team in this league.
Yes. And you know what, Jess? We saw it, and really, like regular season, stuff it in the trash with this team. We see it time and time again with the playoffs. Now, I look at this core, and they're all locked up until the 2030s. The first two are injured, Tkachuk and Barkov. We know that. But remember, this team still has Reinhart, Bennett, Verhaeghe, Marchand, Anton Lindell, who has emerged and been phenomenal. Evan Rodriguez, who everybody thought, oh, they're going to have to trade him. No, I don't think you do.
Not.
Luosterainen, Boquist, and then you've got, this is the amazing thing about these guys. Nosic's on IR, but they were in the, the round that I think about the most, and I think the round that gave them the most trouble was against the Leafs. They're down 2-0 in the series, and then in game 3 they were down in the game
very nearly 3-0.
Yeah, and what did they do to switch this up? They switched out their entire third line and put fourth line and put an entire fourth line back in. And you're going, well, how are they going to make up for Tkachuk and Barkov? And I'm not saying that anybody can step in and be those guys, but they have the depth on this team. This is a 5-line team. And, Mackie Samoskevich is going to get a lot of ice time.
Adam, I don't know.
Big fantasy guy.
Adam, I don't know if you're going to get triggered by this.
Oh, I probably will.
That happens. And then they win the Stanley Cup, like a month later?
Yeah.
And Paul Maurice calls back to that moment and is like, those are the guys that got it done for us, because Paul Maurice in every moment likes to say the most pompous thing.
He does. Listen, he's a pompous ass and he deserves to be. Good for you, Paul.
You can back it up.
Yeah, man.
That's
what am I going to say to him?
it's
that dude likes to eat a can of beans, put the blanket over his head, and tape a breathe-right strip on there, and kisses 2 cup rings.
The Barkov injury is so devastating and so bad, and this team sucks so hard that now they have to put the Conn Smythe Trophy winner as the first line.
I know.
Like that. Oh my God.
Isn't that
gosh darn it.
I don't think they'll play the wheels off of Bennett. I think he still stays in that second line role. And
really?
And I think it's Lindell.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
You would switch up that third line? I think you put Evan Rodriguez up there, don't you?
That third line is at minimum a second line on almost every team.
I know, that's why I would switch
league.
them up.
Well, then now it's your first.
Yeah.
What I guess what I'm saying is there's so much internal room for guys to step up.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Bennett can't step up much more than he's already given you.
Yeah.
You're playing him second line minutes. And Verhaeghe, I believe, it was Verhaeghe, Bennett, Tkachuk.
Yep.
You're already playing second line minutes. Reinhart needs a new home, and he needs to be big.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he slots easily down to where Tkachuk was.
Yep. I mean, here's what
they're going to be fine.
Here's what it is. It's Verhaeghe, Bennett, Reinhart, Luosterainen, Lindell, Marchand, Boquist, Rodriguez, Samoskevich, we think, and then Greer, Kunin, Gadjevich, and Nosek will get in there when he's off.
As long as Samoskevich takes the step that we think he can, that is a rock solid everything.
Samoskevich had 31 points last year.
Steve, the lines in camp have Bennett up there with Reinhart and Verhaeghe and Lundell in the second line.
That'll be a test for him. Like he's never really done it. I think he can handle it too, but go look at his the slog of the playoffs is different from the slog of the regular season, and he's never done that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a knock on him. It's very literal. He's never done it.
But I think he's in a position to where it doesn't really matter, and it's all just prep for the postseason, because they know how to handle these two portions of hockey life during the regular and postseason.
Yeah. Listen, they'll be fine.
And to your point, career high in a season in a full season would be 17 minutes. like high 17s.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I think
In terms of average time on ice.
I think Lundell's going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah.
Totally. Like Lindell's very good. Like Lindell
yeah.
is the future of this team. 23, they'll on a great deal. He's going to be fantastic for this team.
I hate all their contracts. Can I just say that if you're a Panthers fan watching that right now, I hope you get to laugh at us because these contracts are fucking amazing.
The Marchand one is utterly fraudulent.
It's crazy.
Like
It's crazy. So listen,
it's a joke.
knowing full well that we know that the Panthers don't care that much about the regular season. They just want to make it into the playoffs. Where do you have them?
They don't care, dude. And they're fine third.
Jesse.
Which is where they finished, by the way.
I cannot say enough positive things about this roster. It's the best roster in the entire league. I'm going to put them second in the Atlantic, and I think it's three-peat.
Did you have them winning the division before Barkov got hurt?
No.
Interesting.
I didn't have them winning the division before Barkov got hurt either, and I also am going to stay with my original pick. Now that we've talked it through, second place, I do think they want home ice advantage, and I think the reason they're going to go second is that there's enough guys on this roster with something to prove. You know, Lundell, Samoskevich, things like that. This is a real opportunity for them. Mackie Samoskevich barely played in the playoffs.
It's crazy.
In comparison. So you want that spot, man, when those two guys come back.
They're going to be so hard to score on.
Oh, it's going to be painful. Anyway, that's the Florida Panthers. Do you think they win the Cup this year? Jesse says three-peat.
No Barkov is very hard.
I'm going to say no.